So let's see what we have to do today. I think we have to make the power up if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And then, but first let me close this canvas so we can see the game. Uh, so we have the lose condition when you die, but now it's time to
Um,
add the power up.
does the game get does the game get more difficult as the player advances?
At the moment, no, but we'll do that as well. I just want to
Okay.
know when you get the power up and you can attack the monsters. Do the monsters run away from the player?
Yes.
And when you touch it, do you eat the monster, or how does it work?
Well, you just walk into them and they die.
Okay, so after the power up, um, do those monsters respawn?
Yeah, they respawn back where they originally spawned.
Okay, I see. Okay, we can do that. The hard part is to make them run away from the player. That's the hard part. Um, if you want, we can just how to say, leave them random. That would be easier, but it's your call. Should we make them run away or just move randomly when the
Move
player?
randomly.
Yeah, I think that's many times easier. But I'm looking at this player and I don't like that is that small. Let me just resize this a little bit, just a little bit, like 25% bigger. That's,
Yeah.
uh, oh, and also this collider is not should be a little bit smaller, I think. But let's do the power up first. I have this. I'll just call it what it is. So it's a cherry. Uh, and let's see if we have a collider. Yes, we do. It's a trigger. Um, yeah, now we need to go to our player script and create that power up. It will be a coroutine because it's a process that takes time. So what we'll do is we'll enable some. First of all, we'll say that the player is immune, so it doesn't get damaged, and then we need to activate some sort of visual effect that will let us know that the player is the player has the power up, and then we wait some time, and then we revert to normal. That's the logic. And now in the Pac-Man original game, um, actually we can do something. We can do something. I have an idea for this. So let's go to our player and we'll change it completely. Okay, like um, we'll yes, we will create two animations here. So we'll change the graphics of the player completely this time. How do we do that? We just create two animations here. Um, but first let's find the sprites for that. You tell me which one you like better. Do you like this guy? Let me show you each one. So we have this guy, the frog.
Yep.
We have the pink guy. So this one, and then we have the this guy here. I think just like this is nice.
I like the frog. He
The
looks
frog.
kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the first thing we have to do here is split it. If it's not already. Oh, it is already split. Okay. But let's make sure it's a. You see, it's not correctly split because uh, it automatically split, and that means the the size of the sprites will be different. We want them
Yeah.
to be the same. So let's say divide by size, and then we say the exact size of each one. But it is not working for some reason. Let me see. Oh, it is working. Okay, so it's 32 by 32. Now save. Make sure that it is point filter mode because it's pixel art, and then we do the same for the running animation. Uh, so this must be 32 by 32 also. Okay, so now that we have that, we go to our player here and we'll create two animations for that. Uh, So let's say player um, power idle, power idle. So this is the idle. Let's drag that here, make it 20 speed. So it's the same as the other one. And then player power run, but yes, power run. Same speed 20. And now in the animator here, we just have to create transitions from idle to run. And the condition will be exactly the same as the other ones. The only thing is we do not connect the normal animations to the power up animations. Just we'll transition by script. Um, so now let's paste some conditions here. It's exactly the same. We have that bull is running, and then on the other one it's false. And now we can we can activate this in the script. Um, so we need a coroutine for that because this takes time. So let's make one right here, actually below this. Sorry about my cough. So enumerator, that means coroutine. Let's call it on power up. And then what do we do? Let's see. So first we'll say that our player is immune now, so it's true. Then we want to enable the graphics. Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at this, do we have the enemies here in summer? Yes, we do have those. Because so we should actually, okay, it's not that simple. Because we have the enemies in the other script of the game manager, but it's okay. Okay. So we say it's immune, then we activate the new graphics. So we say animator, well, sorry, play, and want the player power idle. And now we just, as we need some sort of bull here to, we need some sort of bull to know if we can damage the enemies. So let's just say private bull has power up, and then we say by default false. Okay, so we know that. So let's go here and say also else power up is true. And now we just wait. So how long should this last? That's the question.
I think maybe 8 seconds.
8 seconds. So yield return new wait 4 seconds. 8. Now wait 8 seconds and revert back to normal. So then we just copy these lines of code and instead of true we say false. So it's not immune and doesn't have power up. And then we go back to the normal animations. We play the idle so that will revert to the normal animations. Let's see. We want to do this on collision with the power up, but I called it cherries. Should have called it power up, but I guess doesn't matter that much for your professor writing. But how will your professor evaluate this? Like, do you have to present it the game or?
I need the code of the game. Like I'll need to be able to actually show him the game.
Oh, so you just send him the game and the documentation, and he gives you
Yes,
a grade. Okay.
I am able to like be sent the code and just like
Well, I think we should take some time after it's playable and
Oh, I
like
mean,
comment
like
the code.
at the end of its development, I'll be able to download it. Yeah.
Sorry?
Whenever it's developed, well, I will be able to like download it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will send it to you, and
Okay.
I'll try to comment the code, and you can
Thank
do
you.
whatever you want with it. So we called it cherry, so just use that instead. So we check on collision if we collide with cherry, so collision compare tag cherry, and then here um, we just start that coroutine, but before that we want to delete this cherry, so destroy uh, game of collision game object. So we destroy that, and then we start coroutine uh, on power up. Okay. Now when we collide with the enemies here and we get hit, let's also say um, so the enemies have one life, right? So when you eat, you don't have to hit the enemy multiple times. You just hit it once and you eat it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we just say we check if we have the power up. So if you have power up, then we destroy that enemy, or not destroy, but we'll just stop the disable the object. So we'll say collision game object set active false, like that, and that should be enough. Uh, and then when the power up, I guess when the power up is done, we just reset those enemies to the cage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So to do that, we need to find the function. I think it's in the game manager. Um, Somewhere here. I guess it is. Uh, oh, and also, do we set the time and the collectibles as well?
Uh, Pardon?
When you eat after you the power up is finished, do we reset the collectibles and the timer as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's very good because we have a function for that already. So we have this here on collected, honor collected. But okay. Yes. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yeah, back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Um, yes. We want these two functions to call these two, I guess. So that for that, you have to go to. Oh wait, we start on this. Let me transform position. Um, let's see what this means here on this map. Okay. Yes. But let's make sure, first of all here, that those enemies have no velocity at the start. Vectors 0. Make sure that. And also, since you might hit an enemy with the player, then we want to activate each enemy. So let's say enemy game object set active. And now we can go to our player. And when the power up is done, we say game manager. Let's see those two functions. So first we reset the timer at the collectibles. Yes, like that. And then we respawn the enemies. Okay, manager this. And that should be enough. But now I have to ask, how do we respawn the power up? Because
Um,
we do spawn it, and also does it have the same position each time, or should it have a random
it
position?
has the same position each time.
Well, I placed it in almost in the middle. But how do we respawn it? When do we respawn that?
Yeah.
No, like how do we respawn it? Like how?
After each round, which is when you eat all the pellets, surely can you make it respawn?
Oh, well, then that's very simple. Okay, okay then. Uh, but let's see. Well, wouldn't that be very easy then to play? Like,
Yeah, but the speed of the game increases, so it becomes harder.
I see. Uh, okay, let's place the collectibles here, and then replace that inside the collectibles. But first, let's unpack it so it's no longer a prefab. Drag that in there, like that. Now I have to delete this here. Collectibles folder. Yes, we delete that. Add this here. Place it back in the game manager. Somewhere here. Yes. And now we have it in the holder of collectibles now, so it was bound with that. And now it's time to test and see if the power up works. But yeah, okay, let's see. I guess. All right, we go here. We got let them spawn the enemies first, actually, and let's see. All right. Uh, that's interesting. We have a couple of issues, and the first issue is I disabled the canvas here. Okay. Yeah, so when you play this play with the timer, and that's one issue. But the other issue is we just what do we do here? Wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Sorry. So you see, yeah, these lines here. Sorry, that was stupid. I placed them in the collision. We have to place those in the coroutine here, uh, like that. Sorry. So because it was in the trigger enter. Uh, it activated those multiple times. And I guess after this we should make a way to increase the difficulty. So I picked this up, but you see this guy is very small there, and the reason is this needs to be the same pixels per unit. So this one is 32, but that one here is 100, you see, so we have to make it the same as the other one, pixels per unit. Let's test that again. Since these are equal in size, the collider should remain the same. And let's see, this guy spawn. Now I pick this up, you see, and now I can eat this, guys. Now,
Yep.
now this will last some seconds, and then these guys respawn, as you can see. You see, it works very well.
Yep.
But now the challenge is how do we increase the difficulty of the game? So from what you said, we just increase the move speed of both the enemies and the player. Yes, we should do that when they respawn for both the player and the enemies. So percentage-wise, how fast? How should we modify the speed? Like 10%, 20 per.
Can you make it 10% per round?
10% per round. Yes. Do the monsters give points also?
Yes, 200 points each.
And the collectibles how much?
The pallets 10 each and the cherry 50.
Okay, that's good. Um, okay, then we have to create that the UI for that. Let me close this transition panel so we can see the scene, and let's add some score somewhere. So I guess it's just a text like that. So we center it, and actually we do not center it like that. Just on towards the left side. Sorry, right side. Um, and then give some nice. But what should I say here in the text? Like score? Should I say it like that? Score, and then the value like that?
Yeah.
Should it be white? Another color?
White preferably.
Okay then, white it is. Uh, so now, let me see how this looks first. Yes, it's okay. We just need to add the anchors here. Make sure it's always in the same place on a resolution. Okay, let's call this score text. Okay, now we need to make a variable in the game manager so we can modify this text. Here in the UI stuff, we'll just say public text, so tmp text, and then score text. Okay, and by default this will be 0. So let's say actually we don't have to do that because we can just do it here in the inspector. We can just select the text and give it the 0 value. Score 0. Okay, and then we want an integer that will save the so private int, not private, public int score. And then we need a function to add score. So So let's say public void add score, then int score value. So let's just say value, and then score becomes plus equal value. So we add that to the score, and then we update the UI. So score text will be equal to that score text, and then we add the score to string. So we convert it to string and add it like that. And now we have to add score on collision with different stuff. So for that we go to the player here and here on the collisions. So first with the collectibles we want to add the score. So here we'll say and I'll have to comment the code. I'm trying to speed run it because you said you don't you have to have it Wednesday.
Yeah.
So for collectibles, we say game manager score plus equal 10. You said 10 points. Then for the cherry, you said 50.
Yes.
And then for the enemy, you said 300.
300. Yes.
So we want to do that here if we have the power up and we kill the enemy here. So we want to do it in here, 300. But what if you collect everything? Don't you get like something extra for? I don't know. Actually, I think it's okay like this. Okay. Uh, let's see what else can we do now. One issue is so we need to increase the difficulty each time, and for that, uh, well, first of all, I have to ask you a question. When the game starts, the player and the enemies have the same move speed.
Yeah. I think the player's slightly faster. Like if the enemies are
Okay,
0.8,
okay,
then
then
he would be
that's good.
0.7.
That's good. It is already faster here. Now, uh, uh, you said we increase the speed by 10%.
Yes.
Then we'll just make here a public. Maybe we want to modify it later. Um, public. Oh wait, not here. So, uh, here in the game manager. But I noticed that we do not have the player here in the game manager. So we should fix that. Let's say private. Not private. Okay, I guess private. Private player. Player script. And now let's when the game starts and we get this game manager. Let's say here game manager player script. Oh, we cannot do it because it is private. So public then. So the script will be equal to this meaning this script here. So now the game manager has the player as well. We have the enemies, and now we can modify the speed. So in the game manager, we'll just have a variable here somewhere. Let's do it here. We'll just say float speed multiplier, and that will be 1.1, which means increased by 10%. And now when we reset here the stuff, um, so that happens, I guess, only when you so the enemies respawn only when you get the power up, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that means we should do that here when they respawn. So after we place the enemy to original position and we set the walls and all that stuff, um, let's say also the player, so player script. Oh, and also you must know that this will grow exponentially because we take the speed, we increase it but by 1.1, so by 10%, and then we take that increased speed and then we add 10% to that, so it grows exponentially. Do you want that?
Yes.
Because we can do it like that exponentially, but we can also um, not do it. We take the default value and then add the percentages, so it's not exponential. So which one do you like the most?
Just whatever one's easier, I think.
Both are doable, but I guess it's your preference. Because so do you want it to be hard or do you want it to be easier? That's the question, really.
Probably harder, I think.
So if you want it harder, we'll grow it exponentially. So we just say here player script, then move speed, and we multiply that by that speed multiplier here, which we'll set to 10%, so 1.1. And then for the enemies here, you say the same. So enemy move speed multiplied equal by that speed multiplier. Uh, and I know you said that you don't know much about Unity, so at some point I will comment every line and explain it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, so now after each respawn, both the player and the enemy get speed. But we have a problem because the enemies do not have any visual effect to tell us that we can attack them. So we just see the player transforming, but the enemies do not transform. And also here I would like when we collide with the enemies and we kill them. So here, where is it? Yes, here. Let's say. Oh, and also I have to ask when you hit an enemy, do you get points?
Yes, I think it's. I can't remember how much. 200, I think, for killing an enemy.
200.
Yeah.
Okay, I said 300. Okay, let's do it 200. Okay. Uh, so what did I say? Yes, we want to spawn some visual effect for this. So let's just say um, yes, instantiate, and we spawn the same one that we spawn when we collide with the collectibles. I guess that's the good effect. Collectible effect. Let's copy that, paste that in here, and we spawn it at the position of the enemy. So collision, transform position, and then no rotation. Okay, so now we have a nice effect. We'll have to add a bunch of sound effects here at some point. Um, so I guess now it is playable now. It is playable, but should the enemies have some visual effect that lets us know that they're vulnerable?
I think the player can kind of deduce that just from the fact that they are different.
Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe I can. Oh, actually, I can't. One second. I was thinking to add some visual effects, but if I download them from the asset store and then I send you the project, the issue is it might give you an error because you don't have that asset saved in your liked assets. So I'll try to download them from each, so that way you don't have that issue, and maybe you can find.
Okay.
I just want a visual effect that will let us know that the player has uh, uh, the power up. So let's see, maybe somehow. Let's see, oh, maybe no. Let's see. Like some trail effect or something like that. Okay, maybe let's just do one of these here. Uh, we'll just do this effect when we collide with the power up. Actually, this is not just one effect. There are a bunch. There are a bunch of them, effects here. Okay, now we have those. I'd like a green one.
I think just
Let's use this one.
okay.
But 1 second, I'm trying to figure out which one is the best here. Oh, I see the issue. So let's split this. I would like a thread, but I cannot find one, so we'll just do one effect when we collide with the power up. So this seems to be 32 by 32. Yep. So then let's go here and say 32 per unit. Okay, make a new sprite. This will be above everything, so layer, let's put like 4 or something. Add one frame so we see it, and then animator, animator, create animator for that. So let's go here. We'll say this is a power up effect. Add that here. Change it to power up effect. And now create animation. Okay, let's see. We save it here power up. So we now just drag and drop those sprites. So I think this one is the one. Yes. And now let's see how fast it is here in the scene. Let's see, like 20 maybe. And then here at the end, let's add an event. But for that, first let's add here the destroy the subject script. So that way, we here at the end of the animation, we can place this function to delete it. So after the animation is played, we can delete it. Nice. Now we can save that in our prefabs. Okay, go back to our player. And here let's say public game object power up effect prefab. Okay, and then we spawn it here when we collide the cherry at the player position, the cherry position. So let's say instantiate that prefab at um, okay. And now we have to place the prefab in the player script, and then it's time to test. And I guess we can then do a couple of things like score and high score when you lose the game. But let's see. Okay, let's test now. But before that, let's add this to the player. Okay. Oh, we have an issue. See that the score is above the transition. So to fix that, here in the canvas, we'll just place that on the top. On top. Now it should be below. All right. Okay. But we have an issue. We have a couple of issues actually. Yeah, we have a couple of issues. Um, oh, yes, of course. I'm stupid. So the multiplier of the movement speed is actually 0. So we should say 1.1 here. Sorry about that. Because at the start of the game we multiply with that and it was 0. So okay. But now the next issue is we do not add score when we collide with stuff. And the reason for that is that here we use the wrong code. So here we should actually say here instead of that add score and then specify which one, what the score. So it was increasing. Sorry, this is an integer, not a float. So the score was increased by but the UI was not updated.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now we should see the UI updating, and then we can maybe think about some UI for the high score, and after that we can uh, add sound effects. Okay, so now we have an error. Let's see why that is. Where is that? Oh, yes. So the issue is the game manager does not have that text in here in the script. So let's drag that here. Okay, so now you see the score is working.
Okay.
Let's see. And
So pretty much perfect.
but I would also like where's wait 1 second now. So I like to modify some things. So when you spawn that visual effect, let's not spawn it at the cherry. Let's spawn it at the player, and then let's do that again when when the power up is finished here at the end. Let's just do that as well. But what happens if we? Oh, never mind. So right now it's playable. So it's playable right now. It's time to polish it, I guess. So the first thing I'd like to do is uh, maybe add some score, some high score. So let's do that in two places. One is in the game in the menu. So let's go in the menu here and uh, maybe drag that play button a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, drag that down like that, and then above it, let's split uh, last score and high score. Okay. For that, just need uh, two texts. Let's make them centered. But actually, I'd like to have some sort of image below it so that it is visible. So let's use a button. Where's the button? Here it is. But we'll do two things. One, first we'll make the text white, and then the button black, like that. And in here we'll have a high score. So high score. Is it one word or two words like this?
High score, I think is
So yeah, but it's just one word or two words?
2 words.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So that's the high score. Let's change the font to something like that, and maybe change the color to something like that. So that's the high score. We have to resize it a little bit. But this text has a nice property here. Wait, voice button. Oh, I made a mistake. We have to remove that and change this to black. Um, so this has a property here, the text, which is auto size. That will be useful. Um, that will fit the text inside. So let's give it like 10 maximum 72, like that. And now let's increase that button, that image below a little bit. So something like that. Oh, I see. And then let's change the scale of the text to something smaller, so that the high score, duplicate that, and then we have last score here. Make that orange or something, and then this is last score. And looking at this, we might want to have that below the play button, or I don't know. Do you like it like this, or should I arrange them differently?
I think that's nice.
Okay then. So let's rename this. So this is the high score. That's the last score. And then the text here, let's say high score text and last score text. Last text. Now we have to place those anchors. So let's go to each object. All right. Maybe I should actually decrease the size of this even more, something like that. Okay. Now in the game manager here, we need these two texts here in the script. So we have a public tmp text. So we have the high score text, and then we have the last score text. And at the start we want to give those some value. So we say high score text is equal to player preferences. So player preferences means these are some values that you save. How do I say this? Like these values exist even after you close the game. So you save some preferences. That's short for preferences. So let's say we get int the high score. We will call high score like that. High score. And then you have to give it a default value if it cannot find it. But there's a couple of issues. We have to say the text property here, and that this here is an integer. We need a string. So let's say high score, and then the value plus, and convert this to string, and that's it. And now we can copy this line of code and Do the same for the last score here. Last score. And the score should be saved. Should be saved when the game is over in the game manager. Where is the game over here? I don't know. Wait, one second. Sorry about this. Well, I guess we need to go back to the game, and in here, the game over panel here should also have the score. Yes, so in here we should have some text that tells us the score. Create text. Actually, why don't we just copy the game over text from here, put it below, and let's say score. Score and then the value. And this should also let us know if it is a high score, not just a score. So we have that here. Let's rename it to score text. Put the anchors in here correctly. I do not see those for some reason. Yes, I do not see those anchors. Okay, now I see them. Okay. Now we have to add this to our game manager script here. But let's see, where's the this here the get hit. Okay, so we need that UI here, element here. So public tmp text game over score text, and then it's a bit complicated, the code. So we have the fade here. We want before we start fading, let's say set text for score set text. So here we say that text, but it's not that simple, because what if we have a high score and want to display text? So we say here if our score right now is bigger than player preferences, get int high score, and then the default is 0. Then this is the new high score, so we have to say, first of all, save new high score. So just copy this line. Instead of getting, we say setting, so we set the value of that to the score. So to the score, and then we update score text. So that means game over score text is equal new high score, and then that score, not like that, plus. So we do that if it's a new high score, but if it's not, then we just update the score text like that. So just a score. And regardless of if it is a high score or not. Uh, One second, I have some visual errors here. Where is this here? Right here. Okay. So regardless of it, if it high score or not, we save the last score. So we'll say player preferences set int last score, and then we save it. Put the score value. So here, save last score. And that should work. It's time to test now. It's time to test. Uh, um, let's make sure one thing, and that is that this text, the score text, is will fit in here. So let's give it the auto size maximum. Let's say something like that. And then, okay. So now we can take this. It used alpha. I guess we can disable it. Enable the transition. Go to the menu, and now it's time to test and see. When we press play, we should see 0 on both because that's the default. And after we play and we lose, we can so here we have our first issue, and that issue is we forgot to add those elements here. So we'll add those to our script. So you see now it's 0, and you see the other issue is that it is up on top of the transition.
Yeah.
So let's see. Now we should, when we die here, we should see the score in the main menu. Type this guy. Have that. And we have an issue now. Let's see why. Let's pause that. We have a null reference here. Yes, we forgot again to add that in the game here, in the game manager, we forgot to add the score text. Yes, so score text. So that is one issue. Another one is in the menu. These scores are above the transition. We want to be below, so we'll just drag and drop these there on top. So now it's below the transition effect. Oh, so we actually saved the high score here. That's interesting. All right, let's do that again. This time we'll make sure the score oh, okay, let's see. We need to die to this. But looking at this, I see that the map is very big. We should maybe add other enemies.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, so you see it is working. If you go to the main menu now, you see the last score is that and the high score is that, so it is working.
Do you not think adding other enemies would make it way more difficult though whenever the game speed increases?
Well, the reason I'm suggesting that is there is too much space in here. Let me close that. The map is too big. Maybe we should add at least one more. I don't know.
Could you
well,
add another two on each side, like another one on each side of the box? Like each box has another enemy. So
oh
six
yeah,
total.
that could be a possibility. But I'm thinking, would you like to add traps? We can add traps to this.
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I guess it is playable now. We can leave it like this. Let's start. Actually, um, there are a couple of issues with this. So one issue is here. So in the menu. Wait, I made a mistake here. We do not have a transition here in the menu. So when the game starts and you see this menu, there's no transition to this. So I was thinking maybe we should use a transition. So when you start the game, you don't see that this instantly. You see this guy here, the loading panel. If you want that,
Uh,
or do you like it like you start, you see this directly. You see this first.
I like it just being able to start immediately.
Okay. Then I guess it is playable now. We just
Could we add text at the top of the screen just as like the title of the game?
the title of the game.
I
Well,
I, I came up with one that's pretty
well,
bad. And
well. The issue is I want to take this game and post it on my each account
oh yes, no
uh,
problem.
because I want to have it for my portfolio, and uh,
Yeah, that's understandable.
but what? Wait. Yeah, we have to polish it like sound effects, visual effects. Uh, and for that, that will take time. That will take time. So I think we should take a break for like at least 1 hour, so I can find all the sound effects for this.
No problem. Do you think it would be possible to send me the file now so I can write about it? But obviously it's not finished, but I can just write about how I tested the program and stuff, just so I'm able to write about it, even though it's not finished.
Well, when do you need the documentation?
Um, it needs to be done. It needs to be done by Friday, but I could start it now, just on the unfinished version, and then add as I'm going on.
Do
You
you
know what
have
I mean?
patience until tomorrow? Because
I
I can finish it until tomorrow, and then and also I will comment every line of code so that it's very clear what it does.
yeah, that's fine. Tomorrow's fine.
Okay, I'll try to make it complete until tomorrow. So let's take a break 1 hour, and I'll be back.
No problem.
I'll be back. We'll discuss about 1 hour, and we'll take a break again, and then we'll return again to the project I have from start to do at
Thank you.
course.
I'll
Okay,
see you in a bit.
bye. See you.